Renly Baratheon is a messy-ass bitch, selfish top who probably would have gotten to become king anyway if he had just been patient, but instead got to be the pork chop of his season. Sashay away, Renly. You will not be invited back for All-Stars. This comment is asking, why did Renly become king over Stannis? Because, Stannis is older. And to that I say, yeah, Renly, why did you do that? You're stupid. Because yes, Stannis is older, and Stannis would be the rightful king, in the Baratheon line, but no, Renly can't have that. But why does he do it? Basically, it comes down to the fact that no one likes Stannis. Because Stannis is kind of like a stick in the mud. He's a uniquely kind of unlikable character, and that is a problem when you are trying to wrench the throne away from the little blonde incest babies. So Renly very quickly surmises that there is a problem here. If Joffrey and the other kids are illegitimate, then needs to go to, one of the brothers, but Renly has an older brother, Stannis. And Stannis doesn't inspire love like kind of the other two Baratheon brothers do. Because something to remember is that Robert and Renly, the oldest and the youngest, are very similar to each other. They even look alike. Renly's a lot younger than Robert, but is described as looking like a mirror image of Robert when he was this age. And along with that, he also gets a lot of Robert's personality, his charisma, his affableness. He's charming. He's enjoyable to be around. These are all things that Stannis just doesn't have. Stannis has always been sullen. Stannis has always been quiet. And the people who are around him, who are loyal to him, do it out of duty. They don't do it out of love. So Renly, seeing all this, makes a pretty quick snap decision that he would be better suited to be the next king. Now, yes, I do think he uses some of the logic of Stannis would be a poor choice just in general to inspire the masses, but also, he just kind of wants it. And not only does he want it, he has the means of arranging it, which he very quickly does. Because Renly has, had this secret, not so secret, relationship with Loras Tyrell for years. And so he leverages that to basically get the Tyrells on his side. And this is the big coup d'etat for Renly, because having the Tyrells back you is insane. Behind the Lannisters, I believe they're the second richest in the country. The region that they rule over, the Reach, is certainly the richest in resources. All of the food of the Seven Kingdoms is grown there, and it's also I think the most populous, so you can pull the biggest army from that area. So because Renly is able to leverage that relationship and quickly solidify it by marrying Marjorie and having Loras make sure that the rest of them are in line, having that big of a leg up from the beginning is what then allows him to pull in basically most of the Lords of the Stormlands who should be running to go be with Stannis. So very quickly, Renly amasses the largest army in the War of the Five Kings. All the different factions. There's Joffrey, there's Stannis, there's Renly, there's Robb Stark in the north, and then Balon Greyjoy's here too, don't worry. Balon, we don't care about you. But anyway, Renly has amassed the largest army, and with that, the ability to probably quickly win the war if he just chose to do that. But he doesn't, because he's Renly. So the issue with Renly basically reveals itself very quickly, and that is, like Robert, he kind of just likes to party and chill. He loves tourneys, he loves feast, he loves the finer things in life. He has an amazing wardrobe, because, and yeah, that's what he likes to take up his time with. So yes, he quickly amasses this army, but then he doesn't really do anything with it. And he starts very slowly moving through the Reach and the Stormlands, and we're gonna stop and we're gonna have a feast at this castle, and then we're gonna stop at this one, it's incredible. And girl, stop brunching, and there's a war, win the war. You get your mimosa later, girl. And so the only thing that pulls Renly out of that is when Stannis gets involved in the war, and I believe Stannis lays siege to, I think it's Storm's End. But it's because Stannis does that, Renly is now okay, fine, okay, I'll go deal with it. Him and Stannis meet. He's very glib. He tells Stannis to go eat a peach and give up the throne. Stannis tries to offer hey, I'll let you come onto my side. You gotta put this down. I'll even name you my heir, which is the thing that we should all be holding on to right now. Stannis only had his daughter Shireen. At this point in the history of the Seven Kingdoms, the precedent has been set that an uncle will go first before a little girl if she's the only princess. So naming Renly his heir effectively makes Renly the next in line to the throne. And since Stannis is not known to be very fruitful or want to reproduce with his wife, there's just Shireen. So Renly probably would have been king had he just waited his turn. But by this point, he's gotten cocky. he has all the lords. Like, Stannis doesn't have very many bannermen because everyone who should have gone to Stannis basically went over to Renly, and, and then the whole shadow baby thing happens. So despite having the best track record in his lip sync for his life, Renly sashayed away, and there goes Renly. Okay, goodbye.